All right, we're just going to keep it moving. This is part 3. Now, where we left off is it is not easily angered. So meaning love is not easily angered. Now, this kind of goes along with the rage that we previously spoke about. But the narcissist will at times become extremely angered, absolutely for no reason. Again, this is just yet another form of control that the narcissist uses. Now, what begins to happen, this is the stage when they start to use the anger. This is the stage where, as the victim or as the target, you'll find yourself starting to walk on eggshells. You know, you tiptoeing around because you're not sure how the narcissist is going to respond. You don't know if you're going to say the wrong thing and all of a sudden they just completely blow up. The deep part about this is all of this is so calculated. The narcissist is actually using this, using those fits of rage, the anger, to condition you. And it's a way of conditioning you not to call them on their foolishness. So what happens is, because you start walking on eggshells and you try to get around all the fits of rage, when you should be addressing, you know, different things that they're doing and in ways in which they're mistreating you, you don't, because you become conditioned. You become conditioned by this technique, by this tactic that they're using to control you through the actual fits of rage. So, is not easily angered. They didn't pass that one either. The next one, it keeps no records of wrong. Now, one thing about a narcissist, they will actually always remember when you have wronged them. And the deep part about it is, it could be that you did wrong them, or even if you didn't wrong them, even if they just perceive that you've wronged them, the narcissist will not forgive, and the narcissist will in fact never ever forget it. And what I found is, what they'll actually do is they'll use that wrong, whether it's an actual wrong or a perceived wrong. What they'll do is they'll use it as a way to guilt you and shame you. You know, it could be anything. Say your family doesn't come around for a certain event because they don't want to deal with the narcissist, or because, you know, they keep their distance because they know the mistreatment that the narcissist is taking you through. The narcissist won't worry about none of that. Like, their actions has nothing to do with it. They'll just take the fact, you know, that your family doesn't do this and your family doesn't, you know, show up for that, you know, and they'll just use it to guilt you and shame you. And it's just another way of controlling you. So, it keeps no records of wrong. The narcissist failed that one also. So the next one is, love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. Okay. So now, the narcissist's actions are completely evil. And I would say that they are the furthest thing from the truth. Everything that the narcissist does, basically all of their actions are somehow deep-rooted in some form of evil. You know, to target an individual and to pretend like you love this person, or, you know, you have this person's best interest at heart, when behind the scenes, basically what you're doing is dismantling various areas of this person's life and setting them up for destruction. That's just completely evil, and there is no way around it. Period. It's evil. So it's another one that they didn't pass. It always protects. Now, this goes without saying. To protect someone, it's basically to keep them safe from any form of harm. And that is emotional harm, that's mental harm, that's psychological harm. You know, to protect someone is to, in fact, have their best interests at heart, and to prevent them from, experiencing any type of injury, whether, like I said, whether it's emotional, mental, physical, psychological. So the narcissist, in fact, does not protect. So where it says it always protects, that's another area where the narcissist has failed. So now the next one is always trust. Now I found that the narcissists they're extremely untrusting. And I believe when you carry yourself in a certain manner, if you're always operating in deception and you're always strategizing how to make someone fall, and it's always a behind the scenes manner in which you're deceiving others, what in fact happens is you believe everybody else is operating in that manner as well. So the narcissist not only does not trust you, but the narcissist doesn't trust themselves either. So always trust, nope. The next one is always hopes. Well, the narcissist is hopeful. Unfortunately, their hope is that they will be successful in carrying out their plan of destruction for your life. So they are hopeful, but it's for the wrong reasons. And the final one is always perseveres. So again, I would just simply say I would say that they do persevere, but again, it's in the wrong manner. They persevere in unfolding chaos and confusion in the lives of their targets, and bringing hurt, harm, and danger and destruction upon them. So of course, we know that this is not what this particular scripture is referring to. So always perseveres. They do, but not in the manner that would represent love. So that is actually it. I did just want to go over this scripture again and just read it in its entirety. So it's 1 Corinthians 13, starting at 4 through 7. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. So I think that we have answered the original question, which was, did the narcissist ever love me? And I think the answer to that question is, in fact, that the narcissist is incapable of love.